Good day and welcome back to another Epic 7 video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at Birgitta, or Birgitta, if you want to say it how it's said, although I think I said it wrong anyway. But she is a Soul Weaver that has been added into the game, a water type Soul Weaver, and she's very, very interesting. She brings with it a new mechanic called Block, which is something I believe we're seeing for the very first time. If not, I'm horribly mistaken. But yes, she brings with it Block. She brings a huge new mechanic. Essentially, it makes the unit undispellable, like unbuffable, undispellable. It's going to be a very good mechanic to prevent hypercarry teams where the player relies, largely on one DPS that's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And it's basically going to disable those teams. Now, as a character, of course, nothing personal, kid. I mean, okay, wow, play into the meme. But, she binds, okay, which is also a pre-existing mechanic, prevents counter-attacking, dual attacking, etc. And then she blocks, which essentially prevents them from buffing, debuffing, just essentially from boosting that character in any way, shape or form. So it's for 2 turns. It's very powerful. Her soul burn allows her to ignore effect resistance, so if you soul burn, you're guaranteed to get it off. That's also where her artifact comes in, which is incredibly powerful. We'll talk about that just now. But right now, at this point, she looks very good. In terms of building that, it's difficult to say. We're looking predominantly at speed, of course. Definitely a high speed character. You want her to go first. But her second skill is really good. Allows you to remove debuffs. Allows you to increase your CR. Her first skill also really, really solid. Again, allowing you to just continuously apply and improve your own CR. So a lot of good ways for her to essentially constantly boost herself. A lot of self-boosting in terms of CR. A lot of boosting allies in terms of CR. And then, of course, once you double back down, you have that really strong S3, which is kind of her priority. Obviously, her S3 popping off, definitely super duper high priority for her. So it's, I don't want to say, it's what you're using her for. Her entire existence is to be used to essentially lock down the opposition's primary DPS, damage dealer, or big impactful hero. Now her artifact, Bird's Eye View. So after using a non-attack skill, you acquire 10 souls, once only. Very simple, very basic sounding, very impactful. So when it means a non-attack skill, any like buffing skill, debuffing skill, any skill where you're not actually attacking the opposition will proc this, gaining up to 20 souls at max level. Gaining 20 souls potentially so quickly, not only for her but for any kind of Soul Weaver, is very good. Obviously, a lot of Soul Weavers are your buffers, your debuffers, your healers. They're gonna have non-attack skills, your CR pushes, etc. And to have the ability to gain 20 souls almost instantaneously is very intense. You can use it to potentially set up your next unit in the rotation to get off their soul burn effect. You can use it to, obviously in this case with her, guarantee proc her effect ignoring resistance S3, which is huge. So this artifact is definitely very, very big, very good. She looks very good as well. Obviously, she is a more single target priority, but she's a good counter for a lot of heroes, like ML Politis, being able to shut down a lot of units. She's going to be really good for that. Should you summon, obviously without her test, like without seeing her in combat, it is difficult. She's not a limited summon though, so she will eventually, she has rates up and everything, but her and her artifact are general pool, so it's not like you have to get her right now. However, I will say, based on kit, based on everything, she looks really, really solid. Although not a limited summon, she looks really good.